Okay guys, back again with another Quest 3 video. And I said I wasn't trying to bash this headset, but I have to bash the operating system because it just annoys me. It's always annoyed me. It's annoyed me on Quest 2, stopping me using it over my Pico since I had the Picos. And it's the same on the Quest 3. So I'm going to start as I go along here. So to record a video, I actually need to bring up the camera application here, which means you're always going to see this ugly user interface every single time I start a video. If I'm in a game, I need to bring up the overlay and start a video that way. And the reason I need to do that is because that is the only way you can enable the microphone. If you hover over this recording here, it says you can use the Oculus button and the trigger to start and stop a recording. That is no good to me at all, because if you use that shortcut, you do not get a microphone. So that is completely pointless. And if you're in a game, you're going to have to sort of break all of your immersion, bring the overlay up and start recording that way if you want to actually talk and sort of say stuff over your video. That's stupid coming from me. That's been there on the Quest 2 and it's still on a Quest 3. And regarding this microphone, this is Quest 3 specific. The microphone is terrible, especially with the pop-in sound. So I don't know if the pop-in is going to come through on the headset, but you know that's bad anyway. Like the other Quest before it, you cannot actually use an external microphone at all. So you can't plug any microphones into your headset and use this. It's always going to be out of the Quest. So you're stuck with this microphone on the Quest 3. No idea if that's ever going to come, because it's been like this forever apparently. So that's a downside. And on the subject of the audio that you plug in, on the Quest 2, I hated the audio. I tried so hard to make an off-air audio solution that could suit different head straps on the Quest 2. And the issue was the Quest 2 auxiliary port itself is just so underpowered, it makes everything sound terrible. So even though the off-ear speakers I was using sounded great, as soon as I was going on the Quest 2, it sounded awful. And you can guess where this is going. The Quest 3 also has a really underpowered auxiliary jack, so it makes all your headphones sound shit. So that's a disappointment. I don't know why they didn't fix that. And if you think you can use USB sound, think again. That doesn't work either. So yeah, there's a few just really annoying, stupid things that get me on this Quest operating system. The main one I've got right now, obviously, I cannot for the life of me find how to bring up a USB connection dialog. I know that was annoyance, that's its own annoyance, that when you plug in a USB to computer, you then have to put on your headset and click allow to allow the USB connection. You can see I'm connected to the PC here. I've been fighting this for bloody ages now. You can hear that sound, which is the USB connected to my computer. SideQuest has not detected it. Windows has not detected it. And I have absolutely no idea how to bring this back. I've restarted the headset, obviously. I've went into the settings and I've made sure that the Quest Link thing is turned off as well. So I've gone through every single thing here, trying to find it. Gone for the mobile app, which again is not even on there, and that's its own problem altogether. So this is bringing me on to the next annoyance. The mobile application, I have to have Bluetooth turned on for whatever reason on my phone. I don't understand why, but I have to have Bluetooth turned on, and sometimes when I connect to the application, it will not show the Quest 3. It's showing it now because I've left it as it's now working. But if this isn't working, when I just go into devices, I have to go into the Android system applications, force close the application and clear the cache, and then go back in and then it connects. I don't know what the hell the deal is with that, but that's just incredibly awkward. So the other thing I've got with this, leading into the application side of it, this is a faulty headset. I cannot really touch it. If I go to touch this, I'm going to lose the tracking. That's my fault with this headset. That's what needs to be returned. I've been factory resetting constantly. So the very first time, considering I don't use my Quest 2 a lot because it annoys me, do you think I could find how to factory reset in the Quest operating system? No, it just doesn't exist. So to factory reset, you either need to resort to Google and find out, oh, you actually need to just do it manually by the buttons. That's annoying. Or you need to use the phone app, which is incredibly stupid, because if you've got a problem you can't actually connect to the phone app with, you can't factory reset your headset if you didn't know that shortcut. So stupid things like this on this operating system, it just drives me insane. And this is going to bring me on to the last bit, what I'm looking at now, which is the touch interface. This is put on by default as your new interface. Now, for me to move anything forward and back, I can't use the thumbsticks. I have to grab it, move it, grab it, move it. That is how you move things apparently in the Quest OS. And if this was a normal application like YouTube or a web browser or something, that's the same deal. But you can't actually extend these applications. How the hell do I make this bigger? So I'll get into a browser, for example, just to show you. So with this touch interface, there's no way to make this bigger. And if you've got a side-loaded Android application that then only gives you a little small square, like a vertical window, you can't change it. I can't do anything with this. Look, I can't make that bigger. I want a big web browser. I can't do that. For me to fix this, I need to go into the settings. I need to do this switch view. And now I can mess around with the window. So I can do 3 screens here, and not within this window. If I get back into applications, which is down here, MetaQuest browser, and then I can mess around and make that a bigger window. So you have to keep changing views. This is the view you'd have on the other touch interface, and you can't change it. So you have to change views to go between either making your big screen here or having one that you can sort of touch and operate that way. But even still, I can't just simply put a thumbstick here to move it. I'd have to, again, grab it, I suppose, if it even lets me. No. So I can't go forward and backwards, just side to side, same as a Quest 2. It's just annoying. It just seems so annoying. I don't understand why. Yeah, this is just like multiple problems I've got. And while this web browser is now shown down the bottom here, and the games are showing, like the most recent stuff is showing, your side-loaded stuff, where is your side-loaded stuff? Of course, in Meta's Infinite Logic, they've deleted any menu drop-down system when you go to search here, so you think, what the hell's all the uninstalled? Where's the official Oculus apps? You have to click search apps, and you have to go up into in the menu here, and then it displays everything. So if you have an unknown source like this, I have OVR metrics installed is what I've been showing the videos with, but I wanted to install a RAW store, hoping that I could simply install that and then use that application to install normal APKs I can use. The problem with that is it needed storage permissions, and as soon as I go into the window that gives me storage permissions, I go back out of the window, it's not down the bottom here, it closes it. So it's an endless loop of trying to install it and trying to get the storage permission. Even though it's enabled, it keeps asking me, and an endless loop of going nowhere. So it's just stupid things like this. I don't understand the push with this. And I understand they want to lock it down and make sure it's only their games being offered and only their apps being offered. But if this is going to be a fantastic mixed reality headset, especially if there's got a touch interface that works obviously within a window that is just a normal Android application, you would surely want to use your own Android applications. There's no reason why GeForce Now, the Google Cloud thing, if that's even still a thing, Stadia, Xbox Game Pass, all of that could be done years ago just by having the Android application displayed in the window like this. The issue I had with the Quest 2, and it's most likely going to be the same here, is inputs didn't get passed through into that window. So even if you got the GeForce thing up, you could barely get past the login screen. If you did get past the login screen, controls didn't work. They've probably fixed that now, but it's the stupid things like that that's like, it just annoys me. So yeah, there's just so many things on this that just infuriate me to try and use, especially when I'm a tinkerer, and I just like plugging stuff in, seeing stuff plugs in and works. I will give a tip in this video. If you're just going to ignore everything I say now, you want to listen to this bit, USB Ethernet is currently working on the Quest 3. It was working on the Quest 2, and Meta stripped that out for completely unknown reasons. It made no difference whatsoever to how the operating system works. But if you've got a USB on-the-go adapter, you can plug in a USB Ethernet adapter, plug in Ethernet straight to your headset. So it doesn't matter what router setup you've got, you can have maximum network performance for any streaming. So Airlink, web browser, Netflix, whatever you want to watch, or most importantly, virtual desktop. So you can currently use that. If it gets stripped out again, shout at Meta, don't shout at me. I'm not sure why they stripped out in Quest 2, but it's currently working in Quest 3, and that is one good thing that I'll give them a thumbs up for. How much else is going to work, I don't know, because I've got the problem of I literally can't touch my headset without the tracking breaking. So I can't keep plugging stuff in because every time I touch it, it breaks. And yeah, I'm going through this whole process all over again. Every single time I need to factory reset to actually get something back, I'm starting all over again. So this is going to be the last video from me. The headset's going to be returned. I don't know what the retailer is going to do because it was sort of bought through Very with a 20% discount. Whether they're going to refund that to the credit account that was used instead of actually just doing a replacement, I don't know. So if you don't see any more Quest 3 videos from me, you know why. But this is just going to be the last time I ever see this headset, and hopefully I get a replacement, and hopefully I don't have any other problems with it. So I know there's an issue with Muir, and I know there's an issue with dead pixels going around. This issue I've got with the tracking is just bizarre. I've only heard one person reply to a comment that he's got the same. So yeah, I'm going to leave the video there, and hopefully within a week, 2 weeks, however long it's going to take, be back in a Quest 3 so I can use it and get tinkering and really dive deep into this thing. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to end the video by the shortcut recording because I can do that for ending, but I can't do it for starting. Cheers, guys.